Ma'am, Vande Guru, ma'am.
Yes, Neeraja, Vande Guru.
Yes, ma'am. Shall we start, ma'am? It's 2:30.
Yes, we can start. It's 2:30. Yeah?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Mahadevan.
So did all our students come in? The Hira is there, I can see. Did Jyotsna come in? Jebi?
Yes.
Karthik? Just wanted to check out. Neha is there. All the Sai has come in. Yes, Sai I can see. Sai Harika has come in. Just watch out for Jyotsna and Jebi also. Okay. Vijayalakshmi Miss has to come in for the webinar.
Okay.
So one person who's letting in people, just watch out. Geeta Raju Miss has come. That's good to know. Anuprata has come in.
Ma'am,
yes. Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, shall we wait or shall we start? Yeah.
No, we'll start because ours will come a little later the webinar.
Okay.
So just ensure that these people are getting in on time into the links. I've already sent them the links. Okay. Yeah. Please start.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Teachers can change lives with just the mix of chalk and challenge. And worship always equals strength and value. And all auspicious events begin by a thanksgiving to the power above.
Audio not clear. I think her voice is not clear enough. Her voice is not coming through clearly. Check it out. Akash is seen and also clear voice. Prerana needs to check out her mic. Yeah. Just check, ma.
Hello.
There's a lag.
I should use this. My voice is not heard.
Prirana, is your mic is ready, Prirana?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Just continue, Akash.
Teachers can change lives with just the mix of chalk and challenges.
Wow, that is a perfect way to start today's celebrations.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Fine, how do we start?
A humble heart combined with prayer and worship always equals strength to keep going. Well, we live in a country where customs are revered and valued, and all auspicious events are begun by a thanksgiving to the power above.
I think we should stick to the customs and invoke the blessings of the Almighty before we move ahead with today's schedule. On to the choir for the prayer song to give us courage to move ahead and to remove all the obstacles.
Yeah, I needed
स्वरूपं तथा वाक्कलत्रं यशश्चारुचित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे तदक्किं 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 तदक्किम् परत्रं धनं पुत्रपौत्रादि सर्वं गृहं बान्धवा सर्वमेदत्ति जातं मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे तदक्किं 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 तदक्किम् षडङ्गादिवेदो मुखे शास्त्रविद्यं कवित्वादिगद्यं सुगद्यं करोति मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे तदक्किं 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 तदक्किम् विदेशेषु मान्य स्वदेशेषु धन्य सदाचारवृत्तेषु मत्तो न चान्य मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे तदक्किं 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 तदक्किम् क्षमामण्डले भूपभूपालवृन्दे सदा सेवितं यस्य पादारविन्दं मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे तदक्किं 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 तदक्किम् यशो मे कृतं दिक्षु दानप्रताप जगद्वा तु सर्वं करेयः प्रसादं मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे अरण्येन वा स्वस्य देहेन कार्ये न देहे मनोवर्तते मत्ववर्गे मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरुरं विपदर्क्यं तदर्क्यं तदर्क्यम् गुरोरष्टकं यत्खडे पुण्यदेहि यतिर्भूपतिर्ब्रह्मचारी रवेकांक्षितार्थं पदं ब्रह्मसन्न गुरोरुक्तवाक्ये मनो यस्य लग्नं गुरोरुक्तवाक्ये मनो यस्य लग्नं गुरोरुक्तवाक्ये मनो यस्य लग्नम्
Thank you, friends. With the prayer sung, it is now time to kickstart today's celebrations.
Vande Guru. Yet another virtual celebration, but this time the roles have changed a little. On behalf of all the Shishyans, I, Neha, of Class 12, take immense pride and pleasure to extend a warm welcome to the galaxy of teachers in whose honor we all have come together today. First on my list is our priceless, passionate, and precious principal, Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, who has given us this wonderful institution, Shishya. Welcome, ma'am. With heartfelt thanks and greetings, I welcome all our dear teachers to this day's celebrations. Next, my fellow students who are here with me to pay their respects to the Gurus. I welcome all the parents who are with us this afternoon to take part in this celebration. I welcome one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Nega. Those were warm words of welcome.
Darkness, the truest of darkness, is not the complete absence of light, but the mere conviction that it will never return.
Well said, my friend. Let us now witness the lighting of lamp ceremony virtually. Thank you. We hope the brightness of the light will replace darkness and fear with light and hope for all.
What's the point of celebrating something if you don't know why you're celebrating it? Don't you feel it's time we understood the significance of today?
Yes, it is equally important to know the why of it all. I invite Ms. Tejaswini of Class 12A to familiarize us with the significance of the 5th of September.
Endowed with the quality of dispelling darkness, the Guru is thus termed. Thus, the role of a Guru is one of eliminating ignorance by helping the student reach knowledge. The Guru is the supreme goal, the transcend Brahman, wisdom, the last resort, asserts verse 17 of the Upanishad, Bande Guru. It is with pride and pleasure that I present before you all the significance of Teachers' Day. September 5th is marked by the birth anniversary of Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and Teachers' Day is celebrated in commemoration of his birthday. Along with being a successful president of our country, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was a great scholar and an excellent teacher. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was famous for his works on comparative religion, comparative Eastern and Western philosophy. Dr. Radhakrishnan was a teacher in India and at Oxford University in the United Kingdom. Dr. Radhakrishnan was awarded the Bharat Ratna in the year 1954 and the Sahitya Academy Fellowship in the year 1968. On this day, we thank all our teachers for their valuable contribution to our society. Just as agriculture is the backbone of our economy, the teachers too are the backbone of our society. Teachers provide us with the power of education and give us the possibility to a better future. They simplify, intricate depths and make life more meaningful for us. Teachers play the role of a parent, a friend, a mentor, a counselor, and so on. There are no limitations to the role that a teacher can play. Teachers are a source of wisdom, knowledge, experience, and eternal learning. They make numerous sacrifices to ensure that we get the best of the best. Teachers instill hope and assurance in our lives and make sure this is lifelong learning. In spite of their immense knowledge, teachers are humble and tolerant and always have a smile for us. A great teacher understands the inner conflicts of a child, even though the child doesn't express them. A great teacher has a unique way of making his or her students shine. A great teacher lets the children take the spotlight and simply watches them with great pride and joy from the backstage. Sishya School has been founded with the principles of total dedication to the cause of the Sishyans and the greetings of Vande Guru by both the teachers and students as they greet each other indicate the power of acknowledging that both are reciprocal learners. On this special occasion, we the Sishyans would like to convey a gratitude to all our dear teachers for playing a very crucial part in our lives. Let us pledge to make them lift their heads high with pride at our achievements and contributions to society. With religious pride, we the Sishyans wish a happy Teachers' Day to all our devout gurus. Vande Guru.
Thank you, Teja. That was a good one.
Enough with the formalities. Let's get started with the fun part.
What's first on the list?
Many new things may come and go, but something classical is special indeed. So now we have the Shishyan dancers to perform a classical dance for us.
गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे Ishwarah Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. கற்றிடும் மாணவர் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் பெற்றோர் நாமே அச்சய பாத்திரம் பெற்றோர் நாமே வெற்றிடம் யாவையும் வெற்றிகள் ஆற்றிடும் சக்திகள் நாமே கைப்பறை யாவையும் காட்சிகள் ஆற்றிடும் சக்திகள் நாமே
Thank you, friends, for the elegant display of your skills.
Let us now look at a gallery walk with a twist.
We hope you loved the pleasant surprise, dear teachers.
After the photo parade of the teachers, let us now have a glimpse of the expressions expressed by the gurus.
Thank you, Gurus.
Life is like music. It must be composed by ears, feelings, and instincts, not by rules.
Get ready to be blown away by the brilliance of the Sishyan songsmiths.
Thank you. புண்ணியம் செய்த தன்மையில்லாத வாழ்க்கையை நீ என்னை உண்டாக்கி தந்தாய்.
Thank you, singers. That was fantabulous.
What's next?
The larger the island of knowledge, the longer the shoreline of wonder. A quiz was conducted for our cruise by the students of class 11. Here are the results. Congratulations, dear teachers. Good job. It was fun quizzing with you. A teacher. A teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart.
The true success of a teacher can be determined by a student's opinion.
Now we shall take a look at some expressions from students.
I love my teachers because they are our second mother. Happy Teacher's Day to all my dear teachers. Dear down teacher, teach us and guide us. Happy Teacher's Day. Monday teachers, I love my teachers because they tell stories. Happy Teacher's Day. Thank you. Hello everyone. Today is very great Saturday. Today is Teacher's Day. I love the teachers very, very much. My teachers help me to write and read. My teachers tell a new story. Thank you so much, teacher. Happy Teacher's Day. My dear teacher, education is like in our life. So I wish a very happy Teachers' Day to all my teachers. They do teachers with us. That education. Thank you, teacher. Happy Teacher's Day.
Indeed, that was touching. We hope that these messages have put a smile on your face, dear teachers.
The job of feet is walking, but their passion is dancing.
I thought the fun and frolic part was over.
No, we are not done with it yet. Join me in welcoming the students who are here to impress us with their moves.
खुशियाँ है बाहें फैलाई आशाओं के बादल छाए कोई उमंग है ये जिंदगी में धरती का आंचल ओढ़े दिल से दिल के धागे जोड़े बांटे जहां में अपनी खुशी रे दीप की रीत सिखाते हुए दिलाते हैं पर्दों पे हम दिलों में प्यार की ज्योति जगाते हुए आ जाओ मिलके हम ये कहे तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा அன்னை தந்தை போன்ற எம்மை என்றும் காக்கும் ஆசானியே வாழ்க என்றும் வாழ்க வாழ்க நீவே வாழ்க அன்னை தந்தை போன்ற எம்மை என்றும் காக்கும் ஆசானியே வாழ்க நீவே வாழ்க
It was a delight to our eyes. Thank you, buddies.
Next on the list, we have a panel discussion.
I now call upon our principal, Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, and request her to introduce the panel members.
Yes, Vande Gurum to everybody, and once again, my greetings to one and all on the occasion of Teachers' Day. First of all, thank you, my dear children, for bringing such a beautiful program across for all of us. Thank you so much for making our day special. Every year you do it, and this year it's all the more special. For the first time, we are trying out a webinar. We've attended so many webinars around everywhere today. You have a webinar here, a webinar there. Today, after this meeting, I'm going into a webinar for the Amrita University. So you can see the kind of online work that's happening. So we thought, why not have a webinar called Table Talk with our teachers, our students. So we have a mixed group today coming in, and I'll introduce them one by one. So we have with us here, this is Vijayalakshmi Srinivasan. She has joined Sishya school. Sir, can we stop the presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir? Yeah, I'll need the panel in the center. Thank you so much. Yeah. So thanks, sir. We have Vijayalakshmi Srinivasan, who has joined us from day one, 1989. Her journey with Sishya School began exactly on the 18th of January 1989. She walked into my office and said, I want to work in Sishya School. She's dedicated herself for over a decade, 2 decades with Sishya School as vice principal, and then had to move on to Chennai. But today is still mentoring our kindergarten to second teachers with her impeccable English language and passion for teaching. So Vijayalakshmi, as a former teacher on this panel, welcome. Thank you for being here. The second panelist thank you. The second panelist I'd like to introduce will be Geeta Raju, miss. And Geeta Raju, like Vijayalakshmi, just a year after that, Geeta came in. So 90 to 91, Geeta has entered. No looking back after that with Geeta. She has taken the school to new heights. The passion for Hindi came through Geeta.
Thank you,
And
miss.
children can remember Geeta and Vijay only for the way we were hand-holding all our little batches of children one by one. They were all a small, compact family. So we need you here for the tracing back of our days in Sishya from 89.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's an honor. I also welcome teachers who are currently working with us. So Priyadashni Suresh, who's here as our coordinator in the senior secondary section, very passionate, very dedicated, very committed to our children. So thank you for being here, Priya, and adding value to our panel today. I also welcome Anuprata Bhupesh. Anuprata has come in with a difference because Anuprata has a background of being in the IT industry in the United States, moving to India, and as usual when they admit the children, the good parents we always grab. That's how Anuprata came into Sishya School. Today she teaches English. She's one of the new babies of the teaching faculty here. Welcome, Anu. And your learning curve has begun in a new platform. We'll take that question for you as we take further. Then I welcome Jyotsna. We need Jyotsna to come into the center of this panel here. If Jyotsna is there. I know Jyotsna checked in very fast. Then I'll welcome, by the time Jyotsna's window open, I'll welcome Rachna. Rachna Ravi, Now a practicing advocate with Mr. Vidyasagar. What a moment of pride for us, Rachana,
Thank you,
to
ma'am.
see you
Thank you.
like this today. I think our chests are swelling out in pride when we introduce all of you here. Thank you, Rachana, for
Thank you
making
so
us
much for the
proud.
meeting. Thank you.
I welcome Karthik Ashok, recently passed out, and Karthik will share his journey in Sishya when we question him. Thank you so much, Karthik, for being here.
Thank you.
Though you have some Viva starting very shortly,
No
right?
problem.
But in spite of that, taking time off to be with Sishya.
Thank you.
Welcome, Karthik and Rachna. I welcome Jyotsna, who has played this triple role like Vijay and Geeta. As a teacher, as a coordinator, as a parent, and now Jyotsna is a very successful entrepreneur, heading the Time Kids with her branches across Hosur. Such a matter of pride to us in Sishya for nurturing this lovely lady. And into a lot of public service also. Thanks, Jyotsna, for being here with us
Thank
this
you, ma'am.
evening.
My pleasure always.
Thank you. I also welcome Sai Harika Bopanna. Coincidentally, Sai is a member of our school managing committee. She's a parent, plus she is the spouse of Divakar, our first batch student of Sishya school. All rolled into one is Sai, a practitioner working with, I think, voice of children, if I'm not mistaken.
I
A
work
voice
with
therapist.
communication disorders across the lifespan.
Yes, that's precisely technically right. And thank you, Sai, for being here with us this evening. And if we have the two students of the grade 10, the 10 and the 12 students, if they are here, can I welcome both of them, Hira and Nivedita. I have the list with me, so I'm calling out. If Hira is there, thank you, Hira, and welcome. Yes, nice to see the smile on the Sishians all the time. That's important. And we welcome Nivedita, class 12.
Vande Guru, ma'am.
Yes, you can please open out your video cameras at one go. No problem. Nivedita, yes, thank you for being here, dear. Both of you for being here. And Jebi Benzi,
Hello,
one of
ma'am.
my early pass outs of 2007. Jebi, what a
Yeah.
proud moment for me, Jebi, to see you here in this meeting today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And yes, you can see Geeta and Vijay, all of us in broad smiles because we have handled Jebi and his team in those years. Small groups, Jebi. We didn't have 3 sections, 4 sections. So we knew all of you by name across the whole school. You knew all the children from LKG to 10th very easily by name. And that's how the growth began. Jebi is today marketing director for the Aditya Birla Group. Such a proud moment for us, Jebi.
Thank you.
And that's what makes everyone here proud of the fact that Sishya, as a school, has taken all of us under its big, large-hearted umbrella and taken us through this journey over these 31 years of Sishya. So without much ado, I'm going to start off this discussion. So I'd like to have all the other members. I think I need everyone on screen here. Is everyone there? Just check it out. Karthik is there? Yes. Debbie is also there, fine. Rachana is there. You see Geeta and Vijay, fine. So, I'll begin with Vijayalakshmi Srinivasan. I've got my questions down, Vijay, so we make sure we get them right. So the question to Vijay is, now, you know, Vijay, I want to know that when you entered into the school in 1989, you know, you were a teacher who didn't have the so-called formal BA training behind you. You see, it was just the passion and the desire, and you walked in. How do you think the school then provided a platform for you to become what we call a full-fledged teacher? Please share your learning curve with us.
Vande Gurum teachers, Teachers' Day greetings to all of you. It's my privilege and pleasure to share the platform with my guru, Mrs. Vasanthi Tyagarajan. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah.
Yes, please. Are you having an audio issue, Vijay? Check it out.
No, ma'am. One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world. I'm proud to be part of the teaching fraternity. Good evening, ma'am, Dr. Mrs. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, founder, correspondent, and principal Sishya School, Hosur, and the August gathering here. Teachers' Day greetings to all of you once again. On the occasion of Teachers' Day, it's my honor and privilege to be part of this webinar construed by our ma'am and share with you my association with the school and how Sishya molded me to serve our beloved Sishyans. As I go down the memory lane, I see that timid Viji, ma'am, I think you remember, a rather shy girl with a lot of dreams in 89. Yes, the day I set my foot on Hosur soil in 1989 after my marriage, I never thought that my introduction to Mrs. Vasanthi would be a turning point in my life and career. It was the day I realized that learning is a lifelong process, and a good teacher is one who never ceases to learn. I also realized that here is a school which not only gives wings to students' imagination, but also gives ample scope for teachers to experiment, explore, and experience. I fondly recall my first assignment with the UKG set of students with my Raghu, Vishak, and Sindhu Priya and others. Every day was a challenge, an adventure. But mind you, dear friends, I did not feel fish out of water simply because there was a mentor, a guide, and a friend in the leader, Mrs. Vasanthi, and the management, which held my hand so that I felt happy, safe, and guided. From then on, I could see that I discovered the innate potential in me due to the innumerable avenues and platforms provided by the school. This not only molded me professionally, but also enabled me become a self-reliant person. I think my family members will vouch for it. Here, I would like to appreciate the role of the school in not only entrusting teachers with duties, but at the same time ensuring democratic functioning by giving them opportunities to voice their views on the policies of the school. This exercise helped me understand and appreciate the need for having an open mind, not only as a teacher, but also as an individual, because after all, school and its functioning is all about teamwork. The management has spared no efforts to enhance the skills of the teachers. It's generally said that teachers are born, but it's needless to say that in Sishya, people with the right attitude have been trained to be good teachers and mentors. I am an example for that, maybe. The number of workshops that I have attended as a teacher is innumerable. This not only helped me keep abreast with the changing times, but also enhanced my skills to facilitate sessions both in the teaching learning process and in their holistic development. I would like to conclude my presentation with a quote of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping, but something that does not let you sleep. There is no doubt that the school always widens the horizon for children to dream big and help carve a niche for themselves. Once again, thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. Long live Sishya and Sishyans. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Viji, for those very inspiring words. Because when we hear it from teachers, it inspires all of us here to do better all the time. Thank you so much. And from Viji, I'm going to jump to Karthik, because Karthik has to get ready for his assignment that's coming up now on his Viva.
I've postponed the assignments, ma'am. It's okay, fine.
Oh, that's wonderful. But still, I'm going to relieve you to get prepared so that Karthik, for all of us, is like a Krishna. Very naughty, smiling. You can see him on the screen. You can't get angry with Karthik. Can you see now? He takes everything casually, but has done so well for himself. He's a 2017 pass out, kindergarten to 12th. That's 14 years of a journey. Tiny toddler coming in with Sindhu and Ashok, seeking admission. And then it's been one beautiful journey with Karthik. And what I remember about Karthik is the fantastic way in which his passion for the drums actually catapulted him to fame. And a lot of kids went running behind him to learn the drums from him. So my question to you, Karthik, is that with your passion for drums, and the way you took the music program that year live, sitting at the top, perched up, and then with your drums in front of you, you were into rehearsals all the time, if I remember right, even in grade 12,
Yes.
with your big exams coming on. How come? Did you find that this diversion into the drums, did it actually impact your learning in terms of your scholastics getting affected, or did it help you to do better? This you have to share with us. Go ahead.
When like good morning, good afternoon to all the teachers here. First of all, happy Teachers Day to all the beautiful
Thank
teachers
you.
here. I can see a lot of known faces here. I can see Geeta Raju Miss. Hi, ma'am. I can see Rachanaka, like a lot more people. Okay, let me start off with what Vasanti ma'am asked me. Like drums, in fact, was a very new thing to me. I was not a professional drummer at all. I was playing these drums on my classroom bench, and then I got an opportunity from Praveen sir, and then I got a lot of encouragement from Vasanti ma'am. We used to stay late nights and we used to practice, and we never had any issues in the school at all. That motivation, that motivation boosted us to do that program live before everyone. We did it twice, I think. Once in Adyapan College before a very big audience, and then for Margali Utsav, and then for our annual day also. And about academics, like the drums, it never affected my academics. Like it only motivated me. Like it kept saying me like, if you're good at this, you should be good at that too. It kept giving me that boost. That is where I found something very beautiful. That Sishya is meant to build a strong life into people. Like more than education at Sishya, I learned life. I learned what values are. At Sishya, I was the team captain when I was in grade 10. I was the Interact Club president, and I was into a lot of other things too. And I went to Nashik when I was studying grade 7 for national level toy car competition, and we won the national level accuracy champion. And then after going to college, everything was similar to me. Like nothing was new to me. I was not afraid of anything. Any stage that was given to me, I would present myself so lively there. In college, you wouldn't believe me. I am the captain of a house which has 1,700 members in it. And then I am also the head of external affairs of the planning and resource committee of the national level tech fest Anoka.
Wow.
All this experience, I would always thank Sishya for it. Like without Sishya, I would never be the man I am today. Because any election that was kept in the college, I used to go there and speak. I used to convince people. I used to get votes there. And a lot of elections I won unopposed. That is how much I spoke to people. And that is how much Sishya gave me. I would always thank all the faculties and the teachers in Sishya, and also my fellow friends who are always an encouragement. And above all, I'll always thank Vasanti ma'am for being everything that everyone is today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karthik, for those wonderful words on this very day of the Teachers' Day. It makes our life worth living, Karthik. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you to you.
God bless you all. As usual, our prayers are always there for all our Sishyans who are there, who have gone out of the school. We are there with all of you. So from a former student, I'm jumping into the bandwagon of the parent now. And so I'll invite Sai to speak on your experiences as a parent of Sishya School. What skills do you think you found that the school was developing in your child? Because you moved out of Bangalore and you have chosen deliberately to come to Hosur and pulling your son out of a well-known school in Bangalore and then moving across here and then putting him into our school. There must have been a lot of comparisons happening naturally. And with all that, what changes did you find? What kind of benefits do you think percolated to your child? How did you experience that? Please share with us.
Sure. Happy Teachers Day, ma'am.
Thank you.
The first thing I would want to share. And thanks for giving me this opportunity. So we have moved to Hosur 3 years back. So he was studying in one of the schools in Whitefield over there. So as a speech pathologist, my first area which I would look for is communication. So, beginning from nursery, we started communicating with him in English language. It's because the demand for that language, communicating in that particular language is high in Bangalore. So, when we thought of relocating to Hosur, so it was my husband's decision that we are not going to stay in anymore in Bangalore. So when we moved, I was little like not sure, like, is his communication going to be the same in English in specific is what I look at. So when we moved to Sishya and we once he got admission, then as I kept on monitoring him, it never changed, it remained the same, and now he uses very good advanced vocabulary in his speech is what. So what I would want, what I have observed and I would want to share is the standards remain same, and I see he's much more social. He's yeah he does a lot of mischief in school. I got to know that, but still he has become very active in participating in conversations. So his vocabulary has improved a lot, so his confidence level has improved a lot. And I see that Sishya not only concentrates on education, they also concentrate on extracurricular activities, which is also one area as a parent I will be looking at. Because when I was a child, I used to our school or wherever I have done my education, it was predominantly education. I always felt there should be some activities, extracurricular activities, because as a speech pathologist I know child's development. So it's not only education, all these activities put together helps in developing a child's brain. It's very important because there are so many things. Physically, the child will develop, and cognitively, the child has to develop. Emotionally, the child has to develop. So all these areas will be covered when we provide education all together. It's not only education is what I would like to say. And after we moved to Hosur and he started, now he's in fourth. So I see that this, I'm so happy that, he's able to maintain the same, this thing. And I would say better than, when he was in Bangalore, I would say. My parents, my relatives, whenever they talk to him, they see, wow, he's talking very fluently. His confidence levels, I would say, rather than being very specific to English language, I would say his overall confidence has developed a lot, and his interest in participating in physical activities has increased. So all this, I could see after he came to Sishya, and at one point I had trust because my husband is from Sishya, so I could see how he is, and to stand myself as a woman entrepreneur and a private practitioner. I should be honest in saying that my husband supported me all the way. So
Great.
and so I need to thank Vasanti ma'am and Sishya school for molding and and that has helped me in my private practice a lot. And I'm so happy that even my son is getting the right molding. So
Thank you.
I'm sure he'll also become a good great future citizen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sai, for those lovely words. And of course, Divakar is very dear to our heart. And we all remember him coming like that Basha, during the fancy dress, and he's still popular for that. So these are the warm things we remember about our children, and so gratifying. And when you spoke so much about the co-scholastic areas that we give a thrust on, today the national education policy has brought a huge shift into integrating all the arts and getting children ready with 21st century skills and for the future. We've been doing it for a long time, and though very controversial in terms of why Sishya School doesn't push the academics but takes care of this, we are glad that the NEP is not anything new to us. And our school is going to find it very comfortable to transit into the NEP requirements. So thank you so much, Sai. I'll move to the youngest member of our team over here, and that's Hira from grade 10, getting ready for her boards with very challenging times of the COVID. With all that, Hira's got that smile on her face, good enough. So Hira, my question to you is, what kind of skills you think, you just heard some speakers before this, what kind of skills you think you have personally acquired in the school so far, and how much of growth has happened, not physically, of course, that happens, but what kind of other areas of development you see actually happening within you? Would you share?
Yes, ma'am. Vande Gurum to all and happy Teachers' Day to everyone.
Thank you.
I would like to start my speech with an quote saying, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." With no doubt, teachers are the ones who train children to use this powerful weapon wisely. Personally speaking, I have been in Shishya from my kindergarten. I am not an extrovert person and I usually not come up to speak with anyone in public or socially. During my kindergarten times, it was not a big issue, but gradually it became a bane for me. Teachers are very good at finding students' flaws and correcting their mistakes, and they noticed mine too. And they came up pushing me up and telling me to participate in every events which I could come up and speak, and I did so. I would also like to tell that it was the constant support that have turned me into a bold speaker that I'm able to speak flawlessly and confidently today now at right at this time. And I would also like to thank dear Vasanthi Tyagarajan ma'am for providing such inspiring teachers in my life. My gratitude to the gurus of Shishya can be expressed just by words. I'm indeed grateful for their deeds. I really feel lucky to have such supportive teachers in Shishya. I thank the Alma Mater for providing this wonderful opportunity to share my views about my Shishyan teachers. Thank you.
Thanks, Hira. It's so spontaneous, coming from the heart, and wonderful to know your growth from that cocoon little baby Hira into someone who's coming on my webinar and talking so nicely today. Good to know that, Hira, and best wishes for your future. With all the challenges, your boards exams will be coming up. There's no escape from that, but we are there to hold your hand and take you forth. Good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And from Hira, I'm quickly going to jump back to the senior members. Geeta Raju Miss, after Vijay, who has been like an anchor in the school for many years, providing so much of support to me personally to run the school with all its challenges. So, Geeta, my question to you is that you have come in as a trained teacher with a little experience behind you at Maharishi Vidya Mandir. But then the passion for teaching, for the freedom to express yourself, and to work with children brought you to my school. And then Aparna, of course, started along with you. And now Aparna is also our teacher. We're joined with the family. My question to you is now, Geeta, how has that learning curve actually become different the moment you came out there, trained teacher, coming into the school, that we don't give too much of emphasis on that BA degree because it's very incidental. So how do you think that actually changed your very perspective of teaching when you came into Sishya?
Good afternoon to all and a very happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you.
I thank Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan ma'am for giving me an opportunity to share my experience as a teacher. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Shishya School lives up to its name. It's Madam Principal's dream school. She has taken utmost care to develop the teaching learning strategies. Now also she's doing the same thing and groom the students to their fullest potential. Thanks to all the gurus and Shishyans who were part of Shishya's journey. Ma'am wanted freshers as teachers because she wanted to mold them with her experiences and make them excellent teachers. To name a few, we had excellent teachers like Vijay Lakshmi, Bhavna, Lata, Sumati ma'am, Sheila, etc., etc., etc. When I joined the school, it was celebrating its second birthday. I already had nearly 8 years of experience in the teaching field. But truly speaking, only this school gave me a lot of exposure and opportunities to expose my hidden talents like poetry writing, script writing for a drama, and street plays, etc., etc., etc. The list is endless. All the teachers of Shishya worked for one cause, and that was betterment of students. All the meetings had an input of what else we can do to bring the best out of each student. For this cause, creativity became the base of teaching. Unknowingly, every teacher of Shishya worked to make principal's dream school as theirs.
Definitely.
There was honesty, loyalty, respect, discipline, and positivity in all our relationships. Each teacher was unique and best in her own way. There was a lot of sharing of ideas, and each teacher took pride in her work. Failures, if any, were accepted by the in charges, and corrections were written as corrective actions for the next functions. There was a lot of transparency, helping tendency, and healthy relationship among departments. This made the school a happy, cheerful, enjoyable, enthusiastic place to work in. We all were highly motivated teachers, headed by a very energetic, enthusiastic, and motivated principal, Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, whom we all respected as a guide, a friend, and a mother. I bow to my guru, Vasanthi ma'am, whose every advice made me a better person and whose appreciations made me to continue the good work and bring the best out of me and groomed me to become the best individual. Wishing you a very happy Teachers' Day, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Geeta, for that beautiful learning journey that you took us through. And
Thank you.
sometimes it becomes very emotional because in those days we used to cry. Small thing went wrong in the function, and all of us will huddle up in one room. Maybe 10 of us, Bhavana, and all of us, we cry.
Yeah.
And after time, we wipe off those tears and begin work again.
Yeah.
Those were the early years when the struggles were very tough on all of us. And we took it
enjoyed
as
it.
and you all
Enjoyed
made me stronger. I think all of you made me stronger, strengthened my hands to take it forth, no doubt. So, thank you so much for that. I'm now going to move on to Jebi. Jebi Benzi will come on now, the head of marketing, and now with the Aditya Birla Group. His mother, Jessie, was our teacher, and Jebi also was one of those wonderful students doing very good at studies, at sports, at dances, and everywhere you will find Jebi in everything. And what Jebi is today is a wonderful journey I've seen of this child. I can call you child, Jebi, though you have a child of your own right now. Because you're all our Sishyans and our children. We can't get over that. I want you to share your curve. Like you went on from the school, let's say into college, now into the world of work. So in what way you think some skills that you gained in the school, did it help you in this world of work? Because that's the big question that children want to know. Today, the National Economic the Education Policy talks a lot about preparing our children for the world of work. Trust is being given today. Get children ready for the world of work. Don't get them ready for exams. I want to know when you passed out 2007, right? So at that time, did we actually get you ready for the school of work, for the world of work, or is that going to be a new policy that we are going to design? Did it already exist? Is it existing? You have to tell me from your experience, Jebi.
So thank you, ma'am, and happy Teachers' Day to all my gurus here.
Thank you.
And yes, so to start with, ma'am, you were right. Long back, maybe in the 90s and 2000s, Sishya school was all in the front to be when we compared it with other schools. And if I have to say, communication was one main key in my life. And if that has to be explained, communication, I got the best foundation in Sishya school. So I can start with English. I had you as my teacher. I had Vijay Miss as my teacher, and then for Hindi we had Geeta Raju Miss, and yes, my mom also was a Hindi teacher. And yes, I used to remember those days where ma'am, for every even be it adjectives, nouns, we used to give us so many explanations, and we used to think, oh my God, why is it so complicated? But now when we think back, and as this is one good base that we have got, and as you know, in to be in marketing and sales, you need to communicate. And
Yes.
as this base, what I've got has helped me a lot. And actually, it has helped me professionally and personally. So that is one good thing. And I would remember Fisher for that. And we had Geeta Miss talking about that. She said school gave her a good exposure for in terms of teacher. But yes, as students, I would accept that Sishya is one good school that gave us the opportunity and also the exposure to cultural, to education policy, to be it education, and you had the freedom to learn a lot. You gave us the opportunity to learn new things, implement them. So all these things had given us very good learning to go on to the next level. So few of the and one thing I still remember is our school motto, that is seek, strive, succeed, and I still follow that. I used to remember the
Wonderful.
last day 10th standard farewell. You had told us just remember this motto in your life, and you all are going to succeed. And yes, me and my friends, my 2007 batch, everyone have this in their life. Even now, we used to just talk with our friends and tell that yes, this is what has actually brought us to this level. We all are successful. Yes, we have faced failures at times, and but it is this school and the teachers who has given us the learnings that we shouldn't worry or we should not stumble on the stones, but then we need to every stepping stone is a success. We had a poem on that too, ma'am. You taught us that. Yeah. So yeah, so and few more things were that teamwork, as you know, we need to work as a team. So even that we got it from Sishya school, wherein I used to remember we created notice board, bulletin boards competition we had during our times, and we had our class teachers fight for the same. We had students working for the same, and it is that teamwork that has actually helped me to work as a team now, and I am a good team leader. So
Great.
thank you everyone, thank you all, and I would even tell my juniors here, please do not miss each and every day in your school. Please remember, please enjoy your time here, because you're not going to get these days back again. So thank you for the opportunity, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jebi, for those wonderful words and best wishes to you in your profession. You're already a leader heading your marketing division of Aditya Birla Group. It's a
Thank
very
you.
prestigious assignment in your, uh, area. We're very proud to see every session shining like this. And yes, we have to go forward with the seek and the striving and the success. It will definitely come to us when we strive. So God bless you with all successes in your life and take care. Give my love to your family and your little baby too.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll move to the youngest, the teacher, the baby in the group, Anubrata Bhupesh. The background of IT in the United States, quitting everything, coming to India, taking up an assignment as the humble teacher. So what's the transition that happened, Anu? You have an IT one with a lot of training there for IT industry, but you decided that the chalk and talk is good for you. Of course, we don't believe too much in the chalk and talk, but still I'm just trying to use an analogy and tell you come in there. So what's your journey like? Just 3 months, 4 months old baby, but go ahead. What's the comparison? What's the learning? Where do you wish to go?
Monday Guru ma'am, Monday Guru all. Happy Teachers Day all. So as ma'am, you were clearly, rightly specifying, I'm coming from a technical background. This is an amazing opportunity for me to pursue my dream, so pursue my passion here with Sishya. So, ma'am, thank you very much for identifying my interest and pulling me here inside to be part of the Sishyan family. So, one core difference between my professional development with that and this is like here it's the deliverables to be given out every day. It's like deliverables have effective deliverables should be there then and there, first thing. And personally, I am grooming myself with a lot of background learnings. So it is a real good feel when I interact with students, even though it's a virtual interaction, virtual sessions. So I'm expecting for the face-to-face interaction much earlier, but which is very relaxing, and I could feel the boost of energy when I complete each and every class of mine virtually. So again, it is wonderful and my pleasure to work under this such an inspiring leader who's so supportive and encouraging and teaches personal growth as well, not just focusing on the academics. So even ma'am, you motivate us to grow personally. So that is something which is amazing. So expecting for lot and lot of learnings, and I'm like eagerly waiting for much opportunities. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu, and all the best. Looking forward to a lot of growth. Definitely, like you said, we pulled you into it and we'll make sure you're there.
Oh,
Thank you so
sure,
much.
ma'am. Thank you very much. This is such a supporting environment to work with. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
We're going to move on to a student now, currently doing her grade 12. So Nivedita Madhusudan will come in and share with us your journey, dear. I've seen you coming, crying on day 1 of your kindergarten, but there you are today in grade 12, very bold, very confident. So I want to know, what's your learning curve like in Sishya? How much of this are you going to carry out? And after hearing your predecessors talk just now, how ready are you for the world of work outside? What are some of the major learnings that have happened in your journey in our school? Go ahead, Nivedita.
So, with great vehemence, I would first like to begin my part by stating my favorite quote, that is, teaching is the one profession that creates all other professions. I truly believe in this. One day groom and a happy Teachers' Day to all the teachers present here. First, I'm studying in Sishya school from my kindergarten, and Sishya, more than a school, it's like a family to me. A school is a place where a child receives education, gets accustomed to etiquette and discipline, and understands the power of collaboration and develops his or her basic characters. Sishya school has played a vital role in my life, and
On the spot.
Sishya school has made me who I am today. Sishya School has also given me great opportunities and many experiences, so that people can gain courage and to face the ups and downs of life. So our great principal, who's versatile, not only believes only in scholastic activities, but also greatly encourages in the co-scholastic areas as well. So, talking about my experience in Sishya, it has been very great. First, I had a lot of stage fear, but then the Sishya school and the teachers here has pulled out the talents in me and encouraged me a lot in expressing myself. And also, I was a part of the choir, and I myself, I didn't know that I will have a good skill in singing, but then the school encouraged me and gave me great experiences. One such great experience and exposure was the Ramanotsav competition. It was very exciting. I could learn a lot of things, and it also gave us and it also taught us how competitive the world outside is. So we need to understand that now, until we are in the school, we are in a very protected environment. But then when we go out of the school, we should get and we should adapt ourselves to the ups and downs of life, and we need to face a lot of situation outside. So being in the school and outside the school has a great difference, and I understood from the other our seniors of the school that they have a great confidence, and they are facing no problem in the outside world, and it's all because of this it is all because of the teachers here who has trained us very great. So
Thank you so much. Yeah, go on, Nivedita. No problem.
yes, miss. I would like to finish by saying that Sishya is a place that shows the truth and challenges of life. It not only just shows, but also teaches the basic life skills to come out with flying colors in life. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Nivedita. I still remember you tearfully crying, and today look at you sitting cheerfully, not tearfully. Cheerfully, you're sitting here and happily talking away, extempore, very comfortable, and that's the kind of grooming that we want every child to have, so that you walk out of the portals and shine in the world outside. God bless you. You're going to take up the challenges of the board exam, bigger challenges than every other batch of 12th phase so far because of this kind of online learning, but I'm sure you'll all crack it because we are there, and you're going to do even much better than the face-to-face classes. That kind of confidence we have in all of you. God bless you, and thank you so much for being here with us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now from Nivedita, I'd like to jump to Rachina Ravi. I know Rachina, I have been holding your hand. Priyadarshini Miss has been carrying you like a baby on her waist, I think, like a little baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Rama Miss has been rocking you in the cradle, I suppose. But
Yes.
then, seeing you sitting today in a lawyer's office and taking up a job of an advocate, I think it's a matter of great pride to see your journey, Rachana. So I'm not going to, bowl you down with a question of mine. Simply going to ask you to share your journey of success and how you are going to be an inspiration to so many others in our school who will not give up. That's important. Go ahead, Rachna.
Um, Good afternoon to every other teachers over here, and happy teachers to all the teachers over here. And thank you for making who I am here now. And there are a lot of new teachers over here. I know very few teachers know me, especially Priya Miss, Neeraja Miss, and Vijay Lakshmi Miss, not to be forgettable at all, and Geeta Raju Miss, and one of my favorite senior, JB Anna, who stays just near my house. And very happy to see Karthik and Nivedita, who has grown up very, she's grown up very big. I've seen her as a small kid in the bus stop every day, having a cute smile with her cute sister. So I just say that school is like, it's the first home. I always believe school is the first home. It's because we spend a lot of time in school rather than being at home. And teachers are our parents. Teachers are our second parents. I think they are our first parents because we spend a lot of time with teachers more than anyone else in the life. And one quote that I actually read in a Tamil book, which was written by Ambai. She's a feminist and she's a good writer as well. So she has quoted this saying that எண்ணங்கள் தோன்றும் வேகத்துக்கும் வெளிப்பாட்டுக்கும் இடையே உள்ள தூரத்தினால் விளையும் பிழைகள் இவை, which means most of them who doesn't know Tamil or who doesn't understand the purest form of Tamil, I'd say there's a lot of things running in our mind, and you cannot meet the speed of the speed that we keep on going, in our mind. So whatever we deliver as words and whatever is running in our mind has a gap in between, and due to that gap there are a lot of mistakes happening. And I wouldn't say there was no mistake happen in my school days, because teachers were able to grab out whatever we felt, whatever were running in our minds. So that was a very big plus point, and I'm so honored to be a Sishyan now, because 5 years of law school is not at all a easy task. Though 4 years is still, engineering is for 4 years and a regular degree is for 3 years. 5 years seems even more, it's like kind of a longer trip. So 5 years of law school, it was a big roller coaster ride, and I'm very proud to say that my friends envy for the school I've been from. So I can say Sishya, I always describe Sishya to my friends saying that it is a womb. I had been in a womb of a mother, because in Sishya they had protected us a lot, and coming out of Sishya was everything Greek and Latin. Literally everything was Greek and Latin for me, and especially being in a law school is definitely a Greek and Latin to us. And I can say what were my plus points in law schools that really helped me and is still helping me, especially the communication skill that I actually acquired from here. And for the communication skill, I was totally inspired from Vasanthi ma'am and Vijay Lakshmi ma'am. I still remember Vijay Lakshmi ma'am being my English teacher in the 7th grade, having Sai Samyukta in our class as well. She was never biased towards her. She saw her just like one of her students. And the body language, like you can see me shaking my hands, head, everything. It is all because of Vijay Lakshmi miss. Without her, there's nothing from me. And this has helped me a lot in law school, because as lawyers, communication matters a lot. Our character matters a lot. Our attitude towards people matters a lot. So the way we present ourselves in front of judges or in front of people matters very much in our life. And I don't know how many of you have heard about moot court competitions. Moot court competition is something very much important for a law student, because we get trained to argue before we meet the honorable justices in the High Court. So I am very much sure and I'm very much confident enough to tell you that I really banged the moot court competitions very well. Whether I won the prize or not, but I really did it very well because of my communication skill. I was able to throw out whatever I was able to do. And the first year of college, I still remember my sociology professor, after my first ever presentation in the college, after getting into the university, she was very proud of me and she said, I have a fire in me, and she boasted a lot about me. I can definitely say this credit goes everything to Sishya, because without Sishya, there's no me or any skills in me, because the presentation skills that we learn over here, the communication, the way we present ourselves matters a lot to us. So I have a very few, I mean, it's like I've written a list and I have very few things that I really wanted to tell during this time, because there are very few teachers that got into us, especially my batch of students. We would be very much thankful to Neeraja Miss first, because um, she joined as a social studies teacher in 7th grade, and she was a very strict teacher in the school, and we were so scared of her. But like later on, she was our best friend, and she has tuned us so well that we all have understood each other. Back then, there were no shuffling, and we had A section, B section, everyone fighting like Pakistan and India. We had this frame saying Pakistan and India, but she was the bridge. She stood in between. She's literally, she used to sit every day with each and every one of us during lunch, talk to us, talk about our problems, just not in school, also even in our houses, whatever problems we have, she used to sit next to us, ask us everything, make sure that we all had, there was unity in us. She made sure we had unity. Even if we were in different classes, she made sure that we all had unity. And definitely Priya Miss. Um, I'm an advocate here just because of her, because they usually say they put a dot, and the starting dot was given by my dance teacher, whom you know, who is Shanti Surya Prakash. She gave me the idea to do law, but it was all drawn into an amazing design, and I'm an advocate over here just because of Priya Misson and her husband and her family, because um, immediately after my 12th, I was not able to go for a crash course, but her husband, Mr. Suresh, he took immense time. Literally for a month, I used to sit in their house right from morning 8 o'clock till night 10 o'clock. I sat with them. They taught me each and everything. Not just teaching, they also took me to my class exam, which my parents were supposed to do, but they did that for me. They took me to the class exam. I wrote my exam. They waited until then. They brought me back. They made sure I joined the proper college. When I got into the college, they made sure the college was very good. They came home, they congratulated me, and today what I am is all because of Priya Miss and her helping tendency that she gave me. And also, the first time, I was the first person to get placed in my batch. So I was working in a corporate company, which was I worked in a US immigration law firm, which is situated in US, and we have a branch in Bangalore as well. So due to Corona, I had to get relieved out of the job because I couldn't travel from here. So when I joined over there, they were very much impressed because of my communication skill and because of my body language, and it is all from Sishya. And Talents Week, coming back to the school days are my best memories in life. For everyone, we all wish that Sishya had a college attached to it so that we could have like jumped just like that from 12th to college there. But we still wanted to go back to the same classes where we sat in benches, bragged about ourselves, got scolding from teachers, got suspended for a day for not attending chemistry classes properly, all such stuff. So coming back to the Talents Week is, I don't know if talent. I don't know how people take Talents Week as, but for us, it is kind of an emergency time. Like how Corona is now, that's how Talents Week used to be. We were given the office bearers chances. Office bearer chances has grown us too high, made us too high, because we were given the responsibility of leaders. Leadership was sown into us during that time, and that's the true leadership of us that we reveal now. And during Talents Week, we had the decision making opportunity to do, and we were also given the opportunity to manage the crisis management as well. Because in last minute, when we don't have any costumes or out of nowhere the teacher leaves or anything, we made everything sure that students did everything independently. And not to forget that Vasanti ma'am, every time she made office bearers sit, asked suggestions from students, and conducted every other program. I can bet on everyone saying that none of the schools does this, because I have met hundreds of students in my college, and everyone said that none of their school did this. They never believe their students' decision at all. But I say our school definitely believed in students' decision and took it forward amazingly. And in school, as Vasanti ma'am said earlier, that I was being carried by Priya miss in the waist, and Rama miss, she kept on coming back behind me. Maybe I was, I still know that I was a bad student in school, but
No.
no, I mean, like I was not that great student in school, but believe it or not, in college, I teach my friends, and they write exams out of my teaching, and they pass exams from my teaching. I mean, the first time when I told Priya is that I teach my friends and they learn from my teaching and write exams, she was shocked, because that is how students saw me over there. Just not my batch, even my seniors took the same thing. My seniors came to me and they asked, I don't know from where they got the confidence from me, but because of this, they say life is a circle, and when you make one grow, the other goes down. So I was grown. I was pushed up to a next level only because of people around me, especially from Sishya. Sishya is never it's going to be a big dream in life for everyone. I bet it's a very big dream. And whoever are in Sishya right now, I'm telling you all, you're the luckiest person in the world, because no school is a womb to you. Because we used to feel like, why is the school not allowing us to ride scooty? Because back then in those ages and teens, we used to feel riding scooties or scooters or bikes is the greatest task. It's like the yo-yo kind of thing. But now we really know why we're not supposed to ride scooties or scooters in schools, because I have a younger brother, my cousin brother, who rides bike right now. He's just in 10th, but back then in 8th grade he was doing that, and I was really scared to let him go in bike. So as a sister I can understand, but as a parent and as a teacher, I can really feel the pain or the fear that you all had when we all took that decision. And coming back to the education in this, I'm really sorry, it's too lengthy now. I just wanted to mention. So coming back to the education system now, as everyone knows, that it is not up to the level. As in, we all have the education, we read physics, chemistry, maths, biology, everything we read, but do we have anything in life? Like, do we read anything about life skills? Do we read anything about our own bodies properly? No. But in our school, in my days, I really did, because there was this person called Mrs. Phyllis, who came and educated us about menstruation cycle. Now that we are all grown up, we are all happy to talk about menstruation. We're all open-minded to talk about menstruation. Back then, we were not so open, but then we had the education about menstruation. We were let to know ourselves, which is very, very important in this generation, because each and every person has to know their own body, and has to have very good education about themselves. And sex education is something that everyone feels it's a myth it's a taboo in the world, but I feel it is very much important to learn what you are. That is the main and most important thing that you tell about me. And and also projects in schools. Project has helped us a lot. The creative minds in us has come out, like establishing so much. I'm not creative because I don't even know to draw a circle properly or a sun properly, but I can tell that my creativity level in projects has gone high. The projects that we were supposed to make, our creativity came out, and we were able to sustain in university, because in university the projects are very much different from what we do in schools. But whatever I did in school helped out a lot for me in my career. because right from my last dissertation or last research paper that I did for 400 marks really sustained. My professors were really happy from my project because that's where I learned everything in project. And we all were given the chance to think forward when others were all were standing backwards. And I think everyone will accept the fact that Sishya has always been in the top priority in the locality, and everyone looked at us in a grudge way. I don't know why everyone had a grudge on Sishya, and I still keep hearing people saying that Sishya is a place where only posh kids study. They have so much of attitude. Attitude is a term which has a wider meaning. So attitude is good and bad. There are both. So I think it's a brand. Sishya is a brand to hear, but still Sishya is a life inside. And outsiders will never know what Sishya is, what life inside Sishya has been to many, and what it nourishes or nurtures people into. And it has always brought us and got us into an amazing leaders now. I don't know if I'm a flying color now because I've just started my career, but I bet I'll definitely be a flying color, saying I was a Sishyan once and I'm still a Sishyan too, and I'm a proud Sishyan now. And thank you so much for this opportunity, because not all teachers had a very good, not all teachers had, this kind of belief in me that I would sustain my school days and complete my 12th grade. But I did complete my 12th grade, and students or teachers, whoever are here, I hope that marks are not the only priority for a student to be judged. Every student has their own talents, and kindly pick their talents as they usually do. Kindly pick their talents. Respect. We were respected for our talents. We were respected for our all the knowledge that we had. We were given our chances to perform it very well outside. So I wish Sishya continues to do the same and bring out leaders, good leaders to the world, and showcase good people in the world, so that everyone is capable of doing everything in the world. Everyone just believe in self-love, spread positivity, and keep going. Thank you so much for this
Thank you,
opportunity.
Rachna, and I think beautifully expressed, and
Thank
gives
you.
all of us more confidence that we can take the school forward with the hopes that you have that every child must have a space in this school. Thank
Yes.
you. I'm moving on to Jyotsna now, a parent, former teacher, former coordinator, present entrepreneur, all rolled into one. Played a vital role at many times in the institution. So Jyotsna, as an entrepreneur with branches of Time Kids successfully being run across Hosur, how was the learning curve from Sishya ended into becoming the entrepreneur that you are? And after Jyotsna will be, of course, Priya. So Priya will be introduced differently. We'll wait. I request Jyotsna to take over and please share your journey with us.
Happy Teachers Day to one and all here. And thank you, ma'am. Today, if I'm a teacher, it's just because of you. Because I started my teaching journey, which was never my dream, or I never thought I would be a teacher at all. But you made me a teacher. I know I worked under your nose, exactly under your nose for quite some time, Sishya. And I had all the confidence. You brought all the confidence in me, and even the public speaking. The first time I got onto the stage, I know I was trembling. It was a thought for the day or so. But after that, when I started continuing my journey, the confidence, the learning process, the trainings, everything what I went through there, yes, it has all helped me to. I got my own identity from Sishya actually.
Thank you.
And I think it's been 14 years since I've been in Sishya family. Like my daughters joined. Before that, I joined as a teacher. The same year, I put my daughter into the kindergarten, and now I have my son also studying there. She is going to write her 12th board.
Yes.
As a parent, I would say the overall development of a child is very prominently developed in Sishya, and the security, the safety and security is well taken care by all the teachers, by all the staff there, because I feel always confident it is just a call away. Anything is just a call away, from including the head, the principal, keeps in touch if something happens to the child in school or after school. So I feel the security level is is very good in Sisha, and we all feel I mean, I think almost all the parents feel the same, because the campus and the safety measures are too good in Sisha, and the overall development of a child, whether it's academics or co-scholastic, anything, it is all well taken care today. Or every child will be able to speak confidently. Their communication levels, once a child is into Sisha, that 100% participation, which is continued every year, it's seen on the child. So every child, at least once a year, they go onto the stage to do something what they can do, and the talents are passive there. They are passive there, and they are motivated. So this is one great thing which I think most schools do not do it. So I'm so grateful that my children are there, and I personally feel that what I am today is because of Sishya. And thank you so much for that. And
Thank
with
you,
Miss
Jyotsna.
Geeta Miss, I'm so happy to see you here.
Thank you so much, Jyotsna. And we also thank Suhas Chandrasekhar, your husband, who has also been a good mentor for our school to guide us through our finances, and is a wonderful personality. So parents like you make the school tick and work. No doubt about that. So thank you for joining us and giving us those words. I now move to another person we grabbed into the school. The last one, but certainly not the least on my list. This person I grabbed when she came in as a parent, forced her to work as a teacher. And then what I see is we tell everybody you should have ownership in a job. Right? Ownership cannot be taught. You have to take ownership for what you do. This Priyadarshini takes ownership even over my finances. So I call her my financial advisor. Because anything I try to spend extra, she'll button. No, ma'am, that's not okay. This is not okay. That is the level of empowerment. That is the level of ownership she has about school money. Very rare. Not just because she's an economics teacher or whatever. It is that sheer commitment to the cause of this institution that makes even the new teachers, she's also not one of the very, very senior ones, but very senior in her position by virtue of her passion and by virtue of her leadership qualities. She's where she is today. So I invite Priyadarshini Suresh to please share your views and your thoughts on your learning journey and messages, if any. Please go ahead, Priya.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Vande Guru. Vande Guru to all the wonderful teachers. Ma'am, thank you so much for organizing this wonderful web platform. And thanks a lot for such a wonderful opportunity to share a few experiences of mine. So, ma'am, as you rightly said, like when I entered Sishya, I was not a passionate teacher, to be very frank, because I also come from an IT background. So then, like, the journey started. So it was like a kindergartner. Okay, so just enjoying, happy. So I'm supposed to teach. So I'll be like gelling with my set of students, and then it just continued like that. And then there was a point where I realized that being a teacher is it's such a noble profession, and that's where I realized it's something great than any other professions, because being into the IT sector and then coming here, there was a complete shift over. And then there I realized that there is something in me where I can develop my skills. And ma'am, thank you so much, because like Rachna rightly said that she was actually mentored and motivated by many teachers. Same as I was under you. You handholded me, and you said that like I'm your financial advisor now, and I've got a greater role now, ownership. And you mark me anything, I learned it from Sishya and from you, ma'am. So I thank you so much for being my guru always and my great mentor. So now what we actually do in Sishya, so why is that we are special? So like we actually take so much of accolades from our own children who are giving, who are very great. They're doing really great in all their fields, whatever fields they are. So what is that we are doing? See, yes, of course, we are teachers, no doubt at all, but we don't, feed them. We don't spoon feed the children. We just, guide the children to stand independently. We just guide them to set their goals in life, and we just handhold them in achieving their targets in their own ways. There is no pressure of marks. There are so many teachers who are just fight with parents that you don't be behind marks. Your child has got a greater potential. So that's what Sishya is known for. So every teacher here in Sishya has got a huge role and responsibility in taking care of the Sishyans because they believe us. More than the parents, more than their own parents, children believe us. So we have a greater accountability for creating and that creates a strong bonding. So also we understand that, see, this modern life, students' life is not so comfortable and calm as before. We all had a very good schooling. We had a very calm and serene environment, but here it's not the case. It's a huge race happening in the world where moving forward and fast has become the destiny. So now it becomes a responsibility of the teacher here to prepare the children to face the competition. And that's what we are doing at Sishya. We're just guiding them, we're just hand-holding them to reach their visionary directions. So we do actually are co-learners. So because, when you want to share the happiness, first you have to be happy. So that's how the learning process happens. So continuous, learning, and we being the co-learners of this entire learning game. So a lot of reflective thinking has been promoted, and all these trainings. So today I'm speaking so much about this experiential learning, being happy. You have to reach your students, and all this I owe to my guru, because only from her I learned everything. And it's not only me, Priya, all the other teachers who are here. Maybe you can come with a different set of experience from different schools, but when you step into Sishya, it's totally different because it's a new field, and you know what? It's a new family for you. So that's how we all look at. And we are so happy when we talk about our school. It is our school because it's our family. So we always have that. We just enjoy. We're so happy and we are so proud. And thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you all for your patience listening. Thank you.
Thank you all once again. I think we had about a 1 hour session, I think, but I never knew how the time was passing because we had a variety of people. And I think each one is representing the numbers behind you. So if Priya is talking and Anu Pratha is talking, you are speaking on behalf of all our 80 plus teachers behind you, Priya, and the ones behind. If Geeta is talking and Vijay Lakshmi is speaking, they are representing all the teachers who laid that foundation for Sishya School in the past. And if Sai is speaking and if Joe is speaking, they are representing that entire parental gamut behind us, the support pillars of our school. And if Rachana is speaking and if Karthik is speaking and if JB is speaking, they are speaking on behalf of the alumnus, because that's how the alma mater has groomed our wonderful Sishyas. And our young ones today, Nivedita and Hira, are speaking on behalf of 1,200 children who are currently studying in the school when they speak about what the school is currently doing. So this mixed number of people on the seminar has helped us to throw light into different areas. And I sincerely thank every one of you for this wonderful, engaging session. I don't think we would have found the time. Knowing about the time, I'm just looking at the bottom because I have another so-called webinar on national education policy, but I have a lot of time left, luckily. But then look at the commitment and look at on a day like this when we speak, it actually helps us to reiterate our commitment to our great institution. I'm truly thankful to God, to the Almighty, for making us what we are. It's been a very emotional 1 hour, I think, because everyone has been traveling down time, coming back to the present, back and forth, taking us back. And that, I think, would have got all those tissues getting ready for wiping our eyes, since it has taken us back in time. But we are truly indebted from the Sishya Trust and from myself as a founder of the school. The complete success of our school today, I attribute to this big team that you are representing here today. Behind you, all the people who have played their roles. As Shakespeare said, this is one big stage in the Sishya school. And we all have our exits, our entrances, and we have played our roles. We are playing our roles. We will play our roles. Yes, so that at the end of the journey, we have no regrets. And we feel I have contributed my might to this wonderful school called Sishya. Thank you all very much. I'm truly grateful to you all for your very valuable thoughts that you took us through, and it truly makes life worth living. Thank you. Thank you all once again. I hand over now this forum to the little children who are the compeers of the show. Thank you once again, my wonderful panel members. Thank you. Yes, Mahadevan sir, the floor is all yours.
Yes, ma'am. I will
Megha
proceed.
and yes, Megha can come in now. Megha, please come. Thank you. Yes, sir. You're ready for the next part?
Yes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was really informative. We too are proud to be part of the Shishya family. Long live Shishya.
We request our beloved principal, Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, to say a few words on this occasion.
Yeah, thank you. I think I've said enough. I only have one word to conclude. When we talk about the teacher, there are a lot of analogies that happen. The teacher, they say, is a gardener. The teacher, they say, is a nurturer. The teacher, they say, is a father, a mother, all rolled into one. And whatever the panel spoke is a larger than life message that represented me also. So let's take care of this wonderful garden of beautiful flowers that we are nurturing, each one unique. There are no two flowers in our school that are alike in this garden. So the gardeners have to tend it with care, remove the weeds, make sure we water them, give them the nurturing, so that every flower and every plant will grow and get its root into the society, into our country, into the world. That's the purpose of Sishya, taking you all to great heights. So this is my very simple message, because I think 1 hour, all of the members have spoken a lot, which represents me. Thank you so much. I request you to please move on. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am, for your short and effective words of wisdom.
Okay, Akash, bye. It was a really good show. What do you mean?
Wait, where are you going? We still have a path left. We often take for granted the wish we need of class 12A to deliver the vote of thanks.
At the outset, we convey a heartfelt thanks to the management and to a correspondent and principal, Dr. Vasanthi Tyagarajan, for having arranged this virtual celebration on account of the Teachers' Day. A special thanks to Principal Ma'am for her idea of providing the lighter moments and the slides for the same. A sincere thanks to all the panel members, namely Mrs. Geeta Raju, Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi, our former teachers, Mrs. Jyotsna Suhas, Mrs. Sai Harika, the parent participants, Mrs. Priyadashni and Mrs. Anuprata Bhupesh, our teachers, Mr. J.B. Vinci, Ms. Rachna Ravi, Mr. Karthik Ashok, our alumni, and our Sishyans, Ms. Nivedita of Class 12 and Ms. Hira of Class 10. We thank Mrs. Vinita, the headmistress, and her team at the Tali campus for the support extended. Our earnest thanks to Mrs. Neeraja, our coordinator academics, and Mrs. Gayatri, our co-scholastic coordinator, for their tremendous support extended. We would like to thank the teachers of the ECA department, Mrs. Tanalakshmi, Mr. Santosh, Mr. Raju, for adding more color to the show. Next on the list, we would like to acknowledge the relentless technical assistance of our IT team members, Mr. Sugumar, Mrs. Femina, Mrs. Kalyanji, and Mr. Mahadevan in the conduct of this virtual celebration. A special thanks to the zealous quiz masters, Master Jagna Manikandan, Master Vishwajit, Miss Ovia of Class 11, and Master Logeshwaran of Class 12, and the participants of the day for their enthusiastic participation. We appreciate the efforts of Madhumita of Class 9 and Basant Krishna of Class 10 for their contributions towards the gallery walk. We would also like to place in record our admiration for the e-invite designed by Ms. Charumati of Class 11. A genuine thanks to all the block coordinators, the subject coordinators, and the teachers for their tireless support. We express our heartfelt gratitude to the teachers of the English department for helping us with the scripts of the day. We thank all our dear parents and peers for their support given and watching us live. A big thanks to all the helping hands for the success of yet another virtual celebration. Thank you.
Thank you, Tejaswini.
Now we have reached the end of today's celebrations. We would like to conclude it by delivering our pranams to all our dear teachers.
This is Prerna.
And
Thank
Akash
you.
signing off.
Thank you, children. Thank you very much. Thank you, all the teachers, Rita and Vijay once again, and all my former students
Thank you,
for being
Miss.
here. Rachna, Jebi, Ashok, Karthik Ashok. Thank you for being here. Yes, and making the day so wonderful. Thank you, Jyotsna, for being here. Thank you, all the teachers, Anu and Priya, for adding color to this talk today. God bless you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
And let us
Thank you.
go
Thank you.
forward with a lot of positivity. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vande Guru. Thank you. So, Neeraja, thank you once again. Can we now request, can we leave the
Thank you,
meeting?
ma'am.
Is it okay?
Yes,
Neeraja?
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can leave now.
Thank you,
Yes, ma'am.
Neeraja. So I'm just
Thank
hopping
you,
on to
ma'am.
another meeting now. From here, you have to jump into another meeting. So
Yes, ma'am.
let me
Sure.
get ready. It's a wonderful show by all of you. Big teamwork, great work done by everybody. Thank you all. And just done on time. I have my meeting starting at 4:30 on the webinar, but I'm just on time there. Thank you for wonderful management of time, wonderful participation by everybody. God bless you all on the occasion of Teachers' Day. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.